Good morning. Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. The week's half over, right? That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It really depends. But I like to look on the bright side. So you've got half the work done. You got half the work to go. You're on your way. Now, if you are contemplating writing a book, I want to ask you this. Are you sabotaging your book before you even get word one out? Well, today I'm going to be sharing the 5 pitfalls that first time authors often face and how to avoid them. So listen up. Here we go. Tip number 1, the audience. What's that? Misstep. A lot of times people just write the book. They don't really think about who their audience is and what that audience is looking for and where the overlap is between what you want to say and what the audience wants to hear. This is key. You need to be writing for your audience, especially if you're writing a client attracting book. How can you attract clients if you're not writing the right book, right? Now, I cover a lot of the steps to do this in my book. It all starts with an idea, but I go into even more depth in my new program around your book in 28 days, which is running a special offer this week only because Saturday is Phileas Fogg Winter Wager Day, and the program is thematically around the world in 80 days by Jules Verne. So I made it really fun. I made it really easy. I took each step and chopped it down into like no more than an hour. Most days are like 15 minutes. I've give you AI tools so that you can do them even faster. It's awesome. If you want to enroll, just go to karmaspence.com/authors wager to learn more. And I'll also put that link in the comments. Excuse me, I'm a little froggy today. Pitfall number 2, fear of feedback. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A lot of first time authors get stopped in their tracks because they're afraid they're going to put their book out there and then everybody's going to hate on them. Now, I'm going to tell you something. No matter how good your book is, somebody's going to hate on you. It just is. Eh, Because you aren't for everybody. And for some reason, the people that you aren't for like to comment. They just do. It happens. You just have to let that wash off your back like water off a duck's back. It is water. Your back is that of a duck. There you go. So don't let the fear of feedback hold you back because honestly, your ideal clients, if you do your book right, are going to love you. Pit, whoop, pitfall number 3. Pitfall number 3. The editing as you write pitfall. Oh, this one's so easy. And I will admit it. I am totally guilty of this one where you're writing and then you edit and then you write a little more and then you edit and then write it. Well, if you do it that way, you're never going to get the first draft done. Seriously, you just need to plow through and edit later. The only time now that I edit while I'm writing is if I suddenly realize I'm going down a rabbit hole that I'm not going to get out of, so I need to shift to make the book better. That's the only time, and that's a large chunk edit rather than a fine tuning edit. So those are the only edits I allow you to write, allow you to do while you're writing your first draft. Just get the first draft out. Because worst case scenario, if you don't have time to edit that first draft, you can hire someone who does. All right. Tip number 4, the never-ending draft cycle. This is where you keep rewriting the book and then you put it away. And then you bring it out and you rewrite it and you put it away. And then you rewrite it, you put it away. Rewrite it, put it away. Oh my gosh. I have met so many authors who do this. And again, book's not going to get done if you keep doing that. At some point, you just have to say, this is good enough. And you know what? Almost every book that's on the shelf of a library or a bookstore has a flaw in it somewhere because that's what happens. It just happens. We're all human. We're doing human things. And even if you have AI edit your content, it's going to introduce new things that you didn't do that are wrong. So it just, at some point, I would say edit maybe 4 or 5 times max and then be done. Give it to a professional, let them edit it, and then you can edit it one more time from what their edits are, and then it's done. Get it out into the world. It is your ideal clients aren't going to care if you've missed a comma. Just get all the words spelled correctly. That would be helpful. But that's easy to do. So stop the endless editing cycle. And finally, and given that I have ADD, this one is another one that I do, and that's called shiny object syndrome. SOS. SOS. This means you're jumping between multiple book ideas without committing to any one of them. And this is why I think my book, It All Starts with an Idea, and my program, Around Your Book in 28 Days, is so helpful because it basically helps you decide. You can always do the other book ideas later. Just decide on one now and get it done and out in the world. Because you're never going to know if it's the right book 100%. I mean, you can do various validation exercises that I teach to make sure that it's probably the right book, but you're never going to know 100% until you get the book out there. So just decide, go out, do it. So I hope you found these 5 tips helpful. Go forth and write a book. And if you need my help, check out my program, Around Your Book in 28 Days, at carmaspence.com/author's wager. The special offer ends this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central, so you don't have a lot of time. It's Wednesday. Come on, get going. carmaspence.com/author's wager. See you on Friday. Ciao.